Trees perform some of the most important jobs on planet Earth. And yet, we often forget to even notice they exist. But sometimes, trees are simply too interesting to be overlooked. Here are the 20 most unusual trees in the world. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now let's get started. Number 1. The Arca palm. The butterfly palm, or even the bamboo palm, is a palm tree native to Madagascar and other places in the Indian Ocean. These palms usually grow up to 1.8 to 2 meters tall indoors and are used for various types of landscaping, but they can also reach up to 6 meters when planted in their natural outdoor habitat. These plants, sometimes found in smaller homes and gardens, have a distinct tropical look that you imagine when thinking of a palm tree, and they are very good at purifying the air. They are effective at removing indoor pollutants like formaldehyde, benzene, and others. And now I'm worried there might even be formaldehyde randomly in the air here at home. I think I'm going to buy a palm for myself. It will definitely fit in my tiny house. Well, that's all about the world of incredible trees. Number 2. The Kori tree. The Kori tree is an iconic species of conifer native to New Zealand and one of the largest and longest living trees in the world. It has immense ecological, cultural, and historical importance. It grows to colossal sizes, with some reaching 49 meters in height and a trunk diameter of over 5 meters. It is estimated that some of these trees are over 1,000 years old, placing them among the longest living trees on Earth. Its wood is highly valued for its quality and durability, being used for various purposes, including shipbuilding, civil construction, and sculpture. Currently, the tree faces threats from soil-borne pathogens that cause Kori decline disease. Strict biosecurity measures are being implemented to combat this threat, preserving the tree for the future. Number 3. The silver birch. The elegant appearance of the silver birch and its striking white bark, which peels off in thin paper-like layers, gives it a silvery gray shine. And that's where, my friends, it gets its name. Because this tree is very beautiful and has an unusual color, people like to plant it for all the usual ornamental reasons. Silver birch trees typically grow from 15 to 24 meters in height, with a pyramidal and slender shape when young, and as they age, they develop a more rounded canopy. The leaves are small, green, and serrated, turning into a beautiful golden yellow in the fall, providing a stunning display of fall foliage for all leaf watchers. Many animals, birds, and insects make their homes in these trees, especially important for the larvae of the European peacock butterfly. A glamorous job, but someone has to do it. The wood has been used for generations to make everything from flooring to furniture and even paper. In Nordic countries, the silver birch is associated with many myths and legends, believed to possess properties connecting it to renewal, purification, and protection. Number 4. The Kiomako kiku. It is a coniferous tree of red cedar from New Zealand. The evergreen tree belongs to the cypress family and has an upright and slender growth, as well as wood with a pleasant aroma. It is charming, I'm sure, but what else can it do? Well, these seem like typical tree traits to me. This tree can reach 30 meters in height and has narrow, needle-like dark green leaves arranged in flattened branches. Its bark is reddish-brown and peels off in pleasant and satisfying strips, revealing a smooth surface underneath. The wood of the tree is highly valued for its durability and fine grain, making it a sought-after material for construction, furniture, and even boat building. This tree is considered sacred by the indigenous peoples of New Zealand, and there are many beliefs surrounding it, but mainly they involve spiritual and healing properties, which are quite significant. Its bark is often used in traditional medicines and also plays a ceremonial role. And of course, as a tree, it plays a huge role in the natural environment too. It serves as a home and food source for many native birds and mammals, as well as housing a large number of insects. But unfortunately, like many things we see today, it is at risk. The tree is threatened by everything from pests and diseases to habitat loss caused by growing human activity. Number 5. Baobab trees. The baobab tree can grow to become absolutely massive. These giants can actually grow over 30 meters in height and have trunks with diameters of up to 10 meters, a considerable waistline measurement. Native to the island of Madagascar, the African continent, and also Australia, this tree is one of the classic forms of the African landscape in particular. These large and curiously shaped trees can also be found in various parts of Asia, where they have been introduced over time. These trees can live for many years. There is a tree in Madagascar called grandmother, which is estimated to be an impressive 1,600 years old and still remarkably vigorous. The tree is a useful and valuable food source. Both the leaves and the fruit of the tree are edible and are often used in cooking as vegetables. The flavor of the fruit varies depending on the species. For example, the white pulp of the tree in Australia has a tangy citrus flavor, known to resemble sherbet. In Angola, the dried fruit of the tree is often boiled and used to make juices and desserts. In Zimbabwe, the fruit is eaten fresh or even mixed with porridge and then added to drinks. Number 6. Ceiba pentandra. One of the largest trees in the American tropics, the silk cotton tree is of great importance to the people who live in the region. These towering deciduous trees grow quickly and regularly reach heights of 24 meters or more, with the tallest ever recorded being 73 meters tall. The tree's name comes from the fruits it produces. These oval-shaped fruits contain many seeds, which are surrounded by a dense layer of cotton-like fibers. When the fruits ripen, these fibers fall from the trees, giving the tree its name, silk cotton. In Asia, the material is known as kapak and is used in various ways, often as insulation and filling in quilts, flotation devices, or for pillows and mattresses. In addition to the fibers, the tree's flowers are considered an important nectar source for bees and bats, with bats actually being responsible for most of the pollination of these trees that bloom at night. There are also additional folklore elements involving the tree. Its bark is used in a traditional aphrodisiac potion, and the tree is heavily mentioned in ancient Mayan mythology. The tree is still considered sacred in some places in South America to this day. Number 7. Juniper trees. The juniper tree is a hardy evergreen found throughout the northern hemisphere. There are about 60 to 70 species of junipers, and all are extremely adaptable, seeming capable of thriving in a variety of climates and terrains, from arid deserts to high mountain ranges. Junipers have needle-shaped leaves, which are typically green, bluish-green, or silver blue, and often produce small fleshy cones or fruit-like structures. These cones are used to propagate new juniper trees and are also a great food source for many wildlife species, including birds and mammals. For humans, juniper is used in the production of juniper berries, which are not actually true berries, but modified types of cones. Juniper berries have a peculiar, slightly spicy flavor and are used as a seasoning in various foods and drinks, most notably perhaps in the production of gin. Juniper trees also have aromatic wood and essential oils, which have been used in traditional medicine and as fragrances in perfumes and cosmetics. In addition to these practical uses, juniper has also been part of various traditions in different cultures, associated with protection, purification, and warding off evil spirits. They also play a vital role in soil stabilization, preventing erosion, and providing habitat and food for wildlife, making them an essential part of many ecosystems. And that, without a doubt, is the true source of their popularity throughout history. Number 8. The angel oak tree. The angel oak tree is located about 19 kilometers from Charleston, South Carolina. It is one of the oldest living oak trees in the southern United States and is considered a true gem in the heart of this historic area. Over 40,000 people visit the angel oak each year, marveling at its age and beauty. It is believed to be around 400 years old. The angel oak had plenty of time to grow, which is why this remarkable tree reached 20 meters in height, approximately the height of a 6-story building. The trunk of this imposing oak tree has a circumference of 8.5 meters, and its longest branch measures 574 meters. So, the tree is really a standout. Oh, and one more thing. They say the angel oak is haunted. Yes, the tree is tied to the history of slavery in the region. The legend says that the bodies of slaves were hung from its branches, and vultures fed on them. This is believed to have caused the curse on the tree. There's also a story that the tree stood on sacred land for Native Americans, leading many people to believe the location is deeply spiritual, and ghostly figures may be seen gathering around its base. Charleston, South Carolina, is one of the most haunted places in the United States and has ghost stories for almost all of its historic sites. The angel oak is both beautiful and moving. Its ancient branches can indeed connect us to past times, to the people who sat in its shade and lived and died around it. And that's what a truly incredible place can do, after all. Number 9. The Waona tree. Once one of the most famous and photographed trees in all of Yosemite National Park, California, the Waona tree can be found in the Mariposa Grove, where the giant sequoias are located. It was known for having a tunnel dug into its massive base, allowing vehicles to pass through. This was a big attraction for American tourists making road trips at the time, long before the existence of Instagram. The tunnel was created in the late 19th century as a way to attract tourism to the grove, something that, in a way, has been regretted since then. Over the years, countless tourists passed through the tree and were amazed by the stunning scene, as back then people had simpler needs for entertainment. However, in 1969, due to concerns about potential damage caused by vehicle traffic and environmental degradation, the tunnel was closed to cars. The tree remained accessible to pedestrians until it finally fell during a snowstorm in 2017, marking the end of an era. It's a shame, but you can still go and admire the other truly giant trees of the Mariposa Grove, which are amazing, right? Number 10. The maple tree. Now, I hope you know what a maple tree is, and even if you don't know the name, you've probably seen its leaves in pictures somewhere at some point. It's even the main part of Canada's flag. The maple tree is such a beloved symbol of beauty, resilience, and the changing of the seasons in many parts of the world, and the term actually encompasses several different varieties. Over 100 species of acer are included in this category, and people, well, they go wild for the spectacle these trees offer in the fall. To be fair, in autumn, their leaves turn into an amazing variety of colors, from fiery reds and oranges to vibrant yellows. This seasonal spectacle attracts tourists and nature enthusiasts, making the maple a beloved tree in regions with deciduous forests. These people in the United States are hilariously and affectionately called leaf peepers. Maple trees also have great cultural and economic importance. The sugar maple in particular is prized for its sweet sap, which is harvested to make maple syrup, an iconic North American product. I mean, what would pancakes be without it? I get chills just thinking about it. Besides being consumed, maplewood is used in furniture, flooring, and musical instruments due to its durability and attractive grain patterns. And of course, these trees are also essential to the environment, providing habitat and food for various wildlife species. But what do you think? Do you appreciate the maple tree? Feel free to comment about it in the section below. Number 11. Wami pine. The wami pine is also sometimes considered a living fossil, but it is one of the rarest and oldest tree species in the world. It was discovered in 1994 in a remote rainforest canyon in Wami National Park, Australia, and despite its recent discovery, the tree has been doing its part since ancient times. The wami pines belong to the same family of ancient conifers as the monkey puzzle tree and bunna pine. They have very distinctive foliage, with dark green fern-like leaves arranged in spirals along the branches. However, the main highlight of the wami pine is its age. Fossil records suggest that these trees may date back to the time of the dinosaurs, around 200 million years ago, making them one of the oldest tree species on the planet and giving us some interesting insights into Earth's ancient ecosystems. Today, efforts to conserve the wami pine focus on preserving and protecting the small population of trees that exist in nature. The location of the original discovery is kept secret to avoid potential damage due to human interference and diseases. They are also trying to propagate new trees in other locations. Number 12. The traveler's tree. The traveler's tree is a plant native to Madagascar. Although it's not a true tree but rather a large banana-like plant, it made this list because it's fascinating. These plants have enormous fan-shaped leaves that grow to resemble a large open fan or a bird's tail. The most interesting feature of this plant's design is that its leaves can grow up to about 3 meters in length and actually function as natural water reservoirs, collecting rainwater at their base. Travelers and explorers in Madagascar often rely on the bases of these leaves, filled with water, as a source of hydration, hence the name. So, if you ever get lost in Madagascar, you can drink from the base of these plants. Tip: you can thank me later. In addition to all their useful water-collecting properties, these plants are also significant to Madagascar's culture, with parts of the plant being used in various crafts, such as making rugs, baskets, and hats, as well as in rituals and folklore. Number 13. The trembling aspen tree. The trembling aspen tree is a deciduous species found mostly in North America. It has striking white bark, heart-shaped leaves, and the ability for its leaves to tremble or vibrate in the wind, which is where it gets its name. Trembling aspens are often found in large groves or clusters due to their ability to reproduce via a network of underground roots. Although it seems like a vast forest, it is in fact one of the largest living organisms in the world. This forest consists of 47,000 genetically identical trees, all originating from a single root system. These trees can reproduce via seeds, but they are more well known for producing shoots from the root system, forming small cloned trees. This immense clone is called pando, which comes from the Latin word meaning to spread. This organism has been growing in the Fish Lake National Forest in Utah for at least 80,000 years. Unfortunately, this living forest of 107 acres is dying. Studies indicate it has suffered a dramatic decline in recent decades, raising concerns it may not survive. Deer and cattle have been feeding on the new sprouts before the clones can fully regenerate, significantly impacting the size and scale of the grove. However, this problem has accumulated over the last century. The absence of top predators in the region, which once controlled the mule deer population, is a crucial factor. These predators were aggressively hunted by humans, and today, there are not enough of them to control the deer. Additionally, cattle farming in the area, permitted by law, has caused further damage to this historic landscape. Some small changes in how the area is managed could have a significant and lasting impact on this incredible organism before it's too late. Number 14. Bamboo, loved by pandas and environmentalists. Bamboo is an extremely versatile plant with many uses and unique characteristics. Not to mention, it is one of the fastest growing plants in the world. Some species of bamboo can grow about 90 centimeters in a single day, which is impressive because you can literally see it grow. Bamboo can be found in various parts of the world, but has been especially utilized in Asia, Africa, and the Americas, where it is traditionally used in construction. Its strength-to-weight ratio makes it excellent for building structures such as houses, bridges, and scaffolding. Additionally, it is used to make furniture, flooring, and even musical instruments. But bamboo isn't just limited to construction. It has a wide variety of applications. In the textile industry, it is used to make fabrics and clothing. Bamboo shoots are a nutritious and popular ingredient in many Asian cuisines. The plant's pulp is used in paper production, offering an eco-friendly alternative to wood. Bamboo is also used in making tools, crafts, and even as a raw material for biofuels. And there's more. Bamboo plays a crucial role in environmental conservation. Its rapid growth and extensive root system help prevent soil erosion, conserve water, and capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It's truly a wonder plant. So eco-friendly that nowadays you can find almost anything made from bamboo, from toothbrushes and diapers to, who knows, an electric car. Number 15. The rainbow eucalyptus tree. The rainbow eucalyptus is a fast-growing and tall tree species that can easily reach heights of up to 75 meters and have a diameter of about 2.4 meters. However, what really makes this tree stand out is not its size or rapid growth, but its incredibly colorful bark. The rainbow eucalyptus has smooth orange-toned bark that peels off in strips. As this happens, layers of vibrant colors beneath the surface are revealed, creating a true natural rainbow. Typically, shades of light green, orange, red, and purple appear, forming colorful stripes as the bark is exposed to the environment. This vibrant and impressive appearance is most evident in the rainbow eucalyptus's natural habitat. Trees cultivated in other areas usually don't exhibit such bright and varied colors. However, in the tropical forests of Indonesia, the Philippines, and Papua New Guinea, where this tree is native, the colors are intense and truly unique. Number 16. Mangrove trees. Next, we have the mangrove trees. The excitement never ends. They are a unique group of trees that thrive in coastal and brackish water environments where few other plants can survive. They are typically found in tropical and subtropical regions around the world. These trees have an unusual ability to tolerate salt water, and this is made possible by specialized root systems that help extract oxygen from the waterlogged and salty soils. Additionally, these roots and root systems adapt to provide stability and protection against erosion and storms. But beyond being resilient, mangrove trees play an extremely important ecological role. They store vast amounts of carbon, which is crucial in helping mitigate climate change. Additionally, they serve as nurseries for many marine species, providing a protected environment for young fish and other sea creatures. The root systems of these trees also function as natural filters, helping to remove pollutants and retain sediments, contributing to the cleaning of water in coastal areas. And as if that weren't enough, their very existence acts as a natural barrier against coastal erosion, reducing the impacts of storms on coastal communities. The mangrove, essentially, is a true superhero for the entire coast. Number 17. The giant sequoia. The giant sequoia is one of the supermassive conifers native to the Sierra Nevada mountains in California and is among the largest trees on the planet. They can reach extreme heights of up to 90 meters, with truly gigantic trunks, and can live for over 3,000 years. The General Sherman is the largest living tree currently, with an estimated age of 2,400 to 2,800 years. However, this doesn't mean it is the largest of all time. Other trees that have been recorded had even more impressive statistics, but unfortunately, they are no longer alive. This giant sequoia is located in the Giant Forest, within Sequoia National Park in California. The General Sherman is officially the largest single-stem tree known in the world, with an estimated volume of over 52,000 cubic feet, around 1,470 cubic meters, and a height of 83.8 meters. While it may not be the tallest in the world, it is considered the largest due to its volume and mass, not just its height. The General Sherman is truly special. Even though other trees may have been bigger in the past and some still grow taller, this tree is a historical and natural treasure of the United States. However, it needs protection, as California's wildfires affect vast areas of forest every year and can cause incalculable damage to these ancient trees. When there are fires near the Old General, the Forest Service takes extra precautions to protect it, even going as far as wrapping the tree in a sheet of aluminum. The problem is, this outfit can make the other trees jealous, causing them to literally become green with envy. Number 18. The dragonblood tree of Socotra. This name sounds like it came straight out of the pages of a fairy tale. The tree known as dragon's blood is a perennial tree found only in the Socotra archipelago in Yemen. It is an ancient and revered tree with a distinctive appearance and blood-red sap. The tree's open, umbrella-like shape is entirely unique, and the clusters of these trees in this ancient landscape look like they came straight out of a fantasy film. But the magic of these trees is not only in their impressive appearance. They also produce a deep red resin that gives the impression that the tree is bleeding, but it has unique medicinal properties. The sap has been used to treat various ailments, from ulcers to diarrhea, and is famous for its use as a varnish for violins, a dye for wool, a glue for ceramics, and even as an ingredient in makeup and toothpaste. This is the only place in the world where this extraordinary species of tree grows, and as the climate changes and war continues to devastate the continent, the future of this incredible place seems, for now, uncertain. Number 19. Olm fir trees. The olm firs are a species of evergreen conifer native to the high-altitude forests found in parts of Mexico. They have adapted to live in these extremely hostile mountainous environments and play a crucial role in the ecosystem of the entire region. These trees thrive at altitudes ranging from 2,400 to 4,000 meters above sea level and, impressively, manage to withstand extremely cold temperatures while maintaining their lush green foliage. One of the most significant ecological roles of these trees is serving as a hibernation spot for the monarch butterfly. Every year, millions of monarch butterflies migrate thousands of kilometers from Canada and the United States to these forests in Mexico, where they land on the trees during the winter months. This stunning phenomenon has turned the trees and the forest into valuable sanctuaries for the butterflies, making their conservation essential for the survival of the species. This relationship shows how elements of nature are interdependent and how their lives are intertwined. If these trees were to disappear, it is likely that the butterflies would also go extinct, which would negatively impact the plants that rely on these pollinating insects, triggering a dangerous domino effect. Number 20. Dead trees of Dead Vlei. The area known as Dead Vlei in Namibia is an extraordinarily bizarre landscape. The name means dead marsh, which is a pretty accurate description of this dry and desolate environment. The parched land of Dead Vlei lacks enough moisture to sustain any form of life, so all the trees that once existed there have been reduced to charred skeletal remains. The landscape was formed when the clay bed was created by river floods, temporarily forming puddles of water that allowed the trees to grow. However, when the area was hit by a drought and the climate changed, the surrounding sand dunes advanced and blocked the river. The trees died because there was not enough water to sustain them. It is believed that this occurred between 600 and 700 years ago. The remains of the trees have been blackened and burned over the centuries due to constant exposure to intense sunlight. This hostile landscape has been used as a setting for surreal and disturbing films like The Cell and The Fall. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Don't forget to check out other interesting content appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.